Today we're here to talk about this, which is our VerTexx vertical living wall system. We're going to show you just how easy it is to assemble one of these with very basic parts and pieces and very few tools. These posts are essentially 3 feet apart. It's not all the way to the top because we want the screen ultimately to be above the mounting channel. We're going to put our mounting clips in this track and we'll show you how those things go together. Once all the mounting clips are on, then we're going to put the wire up there. We're going to attach the wire to the mounting clips, and then finally we'll attach our VerTexx trays to the wire. So you can see these mounting channels are pre-drilled. It makes it pretty easy to screw these to the wood support post. Put it in the hole and run it in. We're going to do that to complete this mounting, and then we'll go on with the next steps. Next thing we want to show is how we put these mounting clips into this channel. This is what attaches the wire sheets to the channel. We would set these in here and then we turn it. We run this tag end around the wire and we run it in through here, and this is basically a ratchet strap, but it's stainless steel wire cable that's very strong. And the next step is we're going to need to bring a piece of the wire out and we're going to lay it up against the mounting structure, and we're going to make some marks so we know where to put the clips in and how to hang it. There's a few finer points to this. This bar right here, this horizontal bar, has to be towards you. The VerTexx polymer trays snap on best with this wire facing the person doing the installation. We're going to set this up here and just press it into these gripple clips. They've got these nice rubber pads here. We want to support that weld junction right there. Once we've got it in position, we run the gripple cable through there and we pull the slack out. It all happens nicely without any tools. Now we're ready to snap our VerTexx tray onto the wire. This is one of our VerTexx trays, and it's primarily built to be a carrier for our garden sock and a carrier that snaps onto the wire and holds everything securely in place. We've got hands, okay, on the top and feet on the bottom. The hands go over the top of the wire and lock everything on. The feet snap onto the wire below so that it can't be bumped off or moved at all, and makes it really, really secure. Primarily for vertical living walls, we use a solid bottom tray, and each of these little ribs give us about 1/8 of an inch of water holding capacity. When we put the drip lines in there, we'll have 2 emitters in each one of these, and it will just drip water into these things really ever so slightly right at the root zone, and you'll see that when I put the sock in place. You see how it fits over the wire. Okay. Now we rotate in and we snap it into place. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to put this arm over the exterior part right there, and then we're going to come in here and get this one around that clip. It fits with just a little bit of flex, and then we have to punch the feet in. And you can hear those go in and they snap in really nice. So the next tray comes in here and snap that guy in. There we go. It's snapped in, and then we're going to come in right next to that. We're going to snap the next one in, and then we'll snap on the very last one on this row, like that. Now that we've got the first row on, you can run the drip irrigation line through here. Then you can set fully grown socks, and then you can come in with our little brace, and the brace would go in here. It rotates out, snaps in place. It holds the alignment of the lip, keeps it from deflecting, and it prevents the sock from coming out inadvertently or if somebody wanted to take it out. It's just a little piece of added security, and it aligns the trays nicely. It's easier to put these in if you don't have another row of trays on top. Lots of people prefer to put all the trays over all the wire first, then put in their socks afterwards. All right, you can see we've got all the trays snapped on, and now at this point, we're going to start adding socks with planted vegetables. The trays flex a little bit, so you can flex it down, flex it up, get the sock into this position, sitting right on top of the drip irrigation. It's perfect. And the drip irrigation is very efficient. We have a little bit of water holding capacity in the bottom of the tray, which is great because the roots are going to be at the bottom of the sock right where we're giving them a little bit of water. Very efficient drip irrigation. Now this is not vegetables, this is indoor tropicals, but it'll serve the purpose of an example. This is a typical 2-foot long garden sock that's got 4 plants planted in each one, and you can see how they all fit and relate. You can see we've been in the nursery, we've got roots coming out the bottom there, which is perfect for the way we're going to irrigate this. And if there were no trays on top, this is what you would do if you were installing the sock as you built it. Set it in there, tilt it out so the foliage is out, and there it is. This is how we would put it in. We might need a little bit of help here to flex these trays and get this in since all the trays are already on. Okay, and we want to tilt the foliage out, and there it is. This is 4 feet wide by 4 feet tall in this position. And we're a couple feet off the ground, so we're at a better work height for gardening. Rabbits and such aren't getting anything down here on the bottom, which is key. And it's also not too tall that you can't get up here and work and harvest. So you have 16 square feet of edible garden. And the super cool thing about this is now that you've got the structure in place, you could come around here on the back and you could put another wire on the back side of this and make a double-sided one, as long as you consider the orientation of the sun and the way the sun tracks on this thing. Thanks for watching. Call us today to get your project started now.